What if you could work with people that you love working with? Spend time with people that matters to you more than people who doesn't matter to you. And what if you could build your life around that? And also at the same time have fun, travel, and create a meaningful impact on the world, but also a meaningful income for yourself and your family that is sustainable, that gives you peace, that gives you time to just be with the people that you love. That is what we're talking about today, and that is what this presentation is all about. Welcome to Be the Breakthrough. This is a global transmission going around the world to 45 countries, and it's directly from RAIN. My name is Bettina Christensen, and I'm a triple diamond from Norway. Please drop a comment in the chat if you hear me and if you are ready for this. And also just a few things about housekeeping. If you need translation, there's translation down below. You click the earth symbol, should be down here. Yes, interpretation is down here. It's 6 or 7 languages. So I'm not going to list them all for you. I probably won't remember them all, but we are a global company and this is a global opportunity. So please just tune in and get ready for today. So this is, let me just go. Yeah, I said today's talk, or whatever we can call it, presentation talk, whatever, it's called Be the Breakthrough. And this is how you can create a breakthrough in your life. There is actually a better way to live than following everyone else and do what 8 to 4, stressing from morning to night and longing for weekends, you know? I didn't think, as a former teacher, as a burned out former teacher, I didn't think I had any choice. But you have a choice. And that's what we will talk about today. So let me know where you're from, but also if you're here already in RAIN, please let us know about this opportunity that we call RAIN. What part of this opportunity is the best one for you? Please let me know in the comments. Okay? Yes. So I want you just to stop for a second and think, what is it that is wrong with the world today? It can be many things, but really, how does people actually feel? Do they feel energized, stiff joints and aches when they wake up, alone, depressed, lonely, low on energy, low in health? So what is it that's wrong? We have a better healthcare system than ever before. We have better medicine than before, better technology, and yet people are getting more and more sick, more and more fatigued, more and more tired, more down than ever before. And the statistics shows it. Degenerative diseases are increasing. And the question is, when we have all of this, why is that happening? Why? And why are we lonely? Shouldn't social media make us more social? That's not what I feel is happening the last 5 to 6 years. I think the opposite is happening. And we have a better, more effective food industry than ever before. Shouldn't the food be more nutritious, give us more energy than ever before? I don't know. What's going on? Even obesity is increasing, not only in adults, but also in children. Children's obesity is increasing around the world. We're sitting more indoors, we're more tired, we're more depressed than ever. So what's going on really? And my reply to that, what I think is going on, it has a lot to do with lifestyle, doesn't it? We are more indoors, and the food that we have, it's a lot more fast food in the system right now. Everything is supposed to be convenient. Everything you get in the shops, longer shelf life on the food. And the food has more food dyes, toxins, and seed oils in it than ever before. And it's, the trend of life that you have this life on the go, coffee, energy drinks, and fake stimuli that robs your body of its nutrients, leaving it depleted and empty and fatigued. And the food that we grow in the soil today, even if you harvest fresh food, it's harvested way too early to get to the other side of the earth in time. And and the soil is depleted. And just think about it. What happens to the nutrition in that type of food? I don't know. I didn't used to think about this before, but now I'm seeing it everywhere. I don't know if it rings a bell to you. Drop a comment in the chat if this sounds familiar to you. We call it food, but it's mostly fabricated and put together to look like something that is nutrition, with bright colors, fun, easy, sugary, sweet, tasty, but I will call it fake food. Yeah. And what does this do to us and our bodies? Well, a lot of people eating this, call it food, they walk around with too little nutrition and low-grade inflammation in their bodies without even knowing it. A lot of toxins and too little of the nutrition gives us low-grade inflammation. And this shows up in our bodies as brain fog, joint pain, digestive issues, mood swings, sleep problems, things that might sound very normal in today's society, right? But the thing is, even if it's normal, it's not how it's supposed to be. It's not right, even if it's something you hear about everywhere. It's not how it's supposed to work. Your body is supposed to work, give you energy, happiness, joy. You're supposed to feel alive. But if we don't deal with this issue, it will turn into diseases in the end, and it can develop into something more serious. So today we're going to talk about the solution to all of this: the health crisis, the loneliness crisis, the energy crisis, the crisis of all. And you're invited here today to be part of that solution. So what is the solution, do you think? What can we do? And the solution, it has actually been right in front of us all along, and I'm just going to show it to you. Do you see this? Let me just see if I can see myself on camera here. Oh, sorry. Yeah, anyways, I hope you see me. This is seeds. Seeds. It's been here all along. The most powerful source of nutrition. Original nutrition. Just look at that. Look at these small, tiny seeds. They seem small, they seem insignificant, but they have all source of life, everything source that life needs inside of them. One thing, it's the original type of nutrition, but it's also the purest and most concentrated form of nutrition. It's the most concentrated form of vitamins, minerals, amino acids, antioxidants, and essential fatty acids. One single seed has everything, it needs to grow into a tree or a plant. And seeds are 20 to 30 times more nutrient dense than the food they grow into be. And that sounds like, well, okay, 20 to 30 times. What does that really mean? It means 2,000 to 3,000% more than nutrients than the food they grow into be. Just think about that. And imagine what that concentrated power can do for your body. So that's what we call seed nutrition. It's pure, it's powerful, it's bioavailable, and it fuels your body in a way that your body can recognize and make use of. There's no fillers, no chemicals, just nature's own design. Tastes really good, and it's protected without being processed and depleted. So if we supply our body with this every day, we give our body what it needs to function on its best. We just have to give our body the right fuel to do its job, and then we will feel better. I used to have a very healthy diet, actually, before I found Seed Nutrition, but I just had something lacking. Like I said, I was a burnt out teacher, and I struggled to get back. But when I found the Seed Nutrition at the potency, the 20 to 30 times more potent, that's when my body got over the edge, on top, up again from where it's been. And I came back into teaching for the first time in 4 years, full time, because my energy levels came back, and I got I got better sleep, and I got to recover again. And then Rain has developed this unique process to keep the power of the seeds intact. It's cold pressing, blue light technology, reverse osmosis, and all of that. And the results actually speak for themselves. Let me see if I can share my screen with you. Here we are. Yes, look at this. Just look at the numbers. Rain has sent some products for independent lab testing, and at Brunswick Lab is a high respected laboratory, and they verified the strength and effectiveness of the products measured on live human cells. So I'm just showing it to you, but I can also read it also aloud. The results of Soul Red, one of the products you will hear about in a few minutes now, it shows 67% increase of immunity, 80% reduction in cellular inflammation. And regarding what I talked about with low-grade inflammation, this is really good for you. This is what I felt when I started using Soul Red. And then 79% increase in resistance to aging. And now that is powerful. And now you're going to hear more about the products. Now, Sandra is a young adult who is currently studying. Let me just stop the screen sharing here. Sandra, she will be on now, and sorry, I missed here. She's studying, and she's in environment. You know, the usual is to find cheapest, tastiest food, have fun, and not think too much about preventive health. I didn't either when I was just getting into adult life. It's more about energy drinks, coffee, and having fun with your friends. But Sandra, she is different. She knows what she wants. She knows what fuels her body the right way, her mood, her physical appearance, and how she's able to concentrate in her studies now where she works. And she spreads awareness of seed nutrition to the people that she meets. So I'm really excited to share and to introduce her to you. And she will be speaking about this product. There's no one better to do it than you, Sandra. Over to you, my friend and colleague, Sandra.
First up is Soul. This is my go-to for daily nutrition. In a world where the foods we eat no longer contain the same levels of nutrients, it's comforting to know that at least I can get everything I need in a Soul, because it contains all the vitamins, antioxidants, minerals, fatty acids that my body needs in a day. And this is the opposite of fake food that you talked about, Bettina. Some key ingredients are black cumin seed and Chardonnay grape seed, which support the immune system, cardiovascular health, protecting and renewing our cells in the body, meaning it's very anti-aging. And Bettina, you showed us those incredible numbers. I personally experienced improved stamina after using Soul for a year with very little exercise. And immediately when I started using Soul, I felt more energetic. And then we have Soul Red, which is quite similar to Soul, but even more powerful when it comes to reducing inflammation. This is because it contains red raspberry seeds, and this seed is also incredibly anti-aging on a cellular level, and it helps boost the metabolism. Many people notice the resilience in their body increasing with Soul Red, and it's a very good product for the heart health, which the red raspberry seeds do. And I know that you, Bettina, also have great experiences with Soul Red. Do you want to tell us about it?
It's my favorite. It's the first one I started using, and I like when I was, low on energy, I felt that my body suddenly started to recover again. And shortly, like a few weeks after, I actually went on a mountain hiking trip for a whole day, which I hadn't been able to for many years, and I didn't crash. When you have had a body that was out of balance and you feel it starting to get back to where you used to be, it's the most amazing thing in the world. And like I briefly said also, after starting using this one, my body finally came back into where I needed it to be so I could go back to work full time again as a teacher and then take care, like start my life again. So Soul Red has been with me ever since.
Yeah, it's amazing. And up next, we have Bend, which is the most most potent turmeric-based product on the market. And I know that you love that one too, right, Bettina?
Oh. Yeah, I can't stop talking about the products. I mean, Bend is something I take every day now. I'm pregnant in my third pregnancy, and I started using it actually for my first pregnancy, and it just helps, you know, with the extra weight and the ligaments and the muscles and the recovery, and actually for my sleep. Wow, what an effect! So everything that bends, especially when you're under, everyone should have bent. I mean, whatever, if you exercise hard or not, you just need it.
Yeah. When I started using Bend, I couldn't even do a regular 90-degree squat because I was having pain and stiffness in my hips and knees. And after using Bend for a couple of months, I could go past 90 degrees in a squat. So that also speaks for itself. And this is because it lubricates the joints that we have in our body. We have 360 joints. And this also helps to reduce joint pain and discomfort. It also contains vegan glucosamine, which strengthens the cartilage and bones. Yeah, and also the sleep. It also includes Levagen, which activates the endocannabinoid system, promoting relaxation and restful sleep. So that's probably why you experienced those great effects too, Bettina.
Good to know
And
all the
also,
time why.
yeah. And then also supports natural collagen production, helping fight signs like aging, like wrinkles, which makes me love the product even more.
We talk about this
And
all day.
yeah, over to Core. Core was developed to help all of us that live in a polluted city, which I bet is everyone watching this. Because Core detoxifies the body from the toxins and heavy metals we're constantly exposed to. The ingredients in this cleanse are so easy for the body to receive and use, meaning that you can drink Core every day as a natural detox. And yeah, I use it when I also starting to feel sick. I drink 1 or 2 every day, and then the cold stays away. And this is because the product just helps my body to get rid of all the bad germs and poison that has been accumulated in my body, and that would normally make me at risk of getting sick. And also we have milk thistle in this product. That is one of the ingredients boosting the immune system. And we also have a lot of green nutrition like spirulina, chlorella, aloe vera, and kale. So if you're unsure, if you're not sure if you're getting enough greens in your diet, then you should really drink Core, because each of these sachets includes equals 8 to 10 green smoothies. So that demonstrates how powerful seed nutrition is. And by the way, chlorella contains 60% protein per 100 gram for all the fitness enthusiasts out there. And speaking of exercising, beet supports your heart and increases blood circulation. Beet is the product that helps the blood vessels dilate and distribute oxygen faster to all the cells in the body. I felt the difference. I felt the difference after using beet and going for a run. It really helps endurance at the gym, and it gives me a great boost of energy. And that's why I also use it as a pre-workout. And I'm also drinking it right now. It tastes really good, and it gives me a lot of energy. So the combination between L-arginine and beetroot is what helps the blood vessels dilate and what makes the product so powerful. And it's also packed with antioxidants through the blueberry powder and pomegranate powder, which makes it have also anti-inflammatory effects. So yeah, and I also know that beet helps me in a preventative way. That's also one of the reasons I take it. Okay, and now let's talk about the gut. This is Pure, which is a pre and probiotic. Having a healthy gut is incredibly important, both for the physical and mental health. Nearly 80% of our immune system and 90% of serotonin, our happy hormone, is produced in the gut. So obviously it's important to take care of the gut and give it the good bacteria that it needs. And luckily, Pure contains billions of those probiotics per sachet. So
Can I just share the other one? Show the other one. There's two flavors. I have the lemon lime, and you got the other one.
yeah, this is the fruit punch. So we have
And
to
it's
taste.
super tasty. My kids love it. It's a super favorite drink.
Yeah, it's really tasty. And adding a prebiotic to this blend also makes the product work even better, because the probiotics then have prebiotic to eat and nourish off of. So the product works longer. It just it works better. And Pure supports digestion, it can improve mood, help reduce inflammation, and strengthen the immune system. And it can also help with bloating. A customer I know uses this every time she has a bad stomach ache, and after an hour of drinking it, it's almost always gone. So yeah, and Pure has some other great ingredients too, like pumpkin seed oil, which soothes the digestive tract. And now we have Renu, which is a product that supports vital organs like the liver and kidneys, the body's natural detox system. Our bodies are constantly bombarded with toxins that accumulate in the fat tissue, and Renew faces that problem. It contains activated charcoal, which works in a way that it attracts all the toxins in the body and helps expel them from the body. And it also contains N-acetylcysteine for cleansing, which is the number most one sold supplement on the market. But in Renew, you get that ingredient with a bunch of other good ingredients too. So it's a really powerful detox and cleanse. And like Core, it's also very gentle on the body, so you can take it as a detox every day. And we also have some anti-aging benefits on a cellular level, thanks to QT, a nutrient we produce less of as we age. And you can also combine Renew with Core to get even better effects. I take 2 capsules, by the way, in the morning before eating. And yeah, now this is Bright. This is the product that...
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but I just have to say that I love Bright. Take it every morning, every afternoon, sometimes evenings, even if I work late. And it gives me focus, and it calms my body down from stress. You know, watching screens late stresses your body and keeps you up. At least it does for me. This one helps me to sleep like a baby afterwards. And it's great. So keep going, Sandra.
Yeah, it really sharpens your brain and makes you work better. Yeah, I know that it increases my focus and memory and also my creative abilities. I use it before every exam that I have, and I use it before important events like this. I take 2 capsules 1 hour before something important, and then I just notice it. It just kicks in, and yeah, this is the product that I really, really notice very fast. So it contains lion's mane mushroom, scientifically shown to increase neurological activity in the brain, which simply makes you work faster. The brain works faster. And it also includes healthy fats, which are essential for brain function, and it is rich in vitamin B, both vitamin B6, B12, and yeah. And this is also beneficial for people lacking vitamin B, vegetarians who often lack vitamin B12. And I also use Bright because it can reduce stress, and it can reduce low mood. Yeah, and I'm just more on top of my game when I use it. Okay, and my next product on the list is Form. I don't have the new version, Bettina, but maybe
I do.
Yeah.
It's really beautiful right here. We got a new box on form right now, so that's why Sandra hasn't received it yet. That's the word. This is with scoops, 15 servings, and we have it here because of the kids. They love it, like in lunch or evening snack before bedtime. It's healthy meal replacement, and it's super nutritious, and it tastes like chocolate milk. So keep it going.
And it's also vegan, which is very, very good. And all of the products are vegan, but yeah, either way, it really stands out of the crowd, I would say. It contains 20 grams of protein per serving, but it also strengthens the immune system and contains vital vitamins and omega-3 fatty acids. Yeah, and as you said, Bettina, it's actually so nutritious that it has passed as a full meal replacement. And as with all the Rain products, the ingredients are of top quality, which boosts the overall value of the protein. It's also so easy for the gut to absorb this protein. So for me, it's also about the feeling that I'm doing something really good for my body, and I'm giving my body real nutrition and a protein powder which is not processed like so many others are on the market, and it also tastes very good, obviously. And the last product is Vita, and Vita is a powerful vitamin D that also contains vitamin K. And this is actually a very important fact to mention, because vitamin K helps the vitamin D to not just float in our blood vessels, but it actually gets the vitamin D stored in our skeletal, where it belongs. It can actually be quite dangerous to have vitamin D in our blood vessels, and in worst case, it could end up clogging them. But I use Vita every day. 1 drop of this is enough under the tongue. And to have enough vitamin D is essential when it comes to having a properly functioning immune system, having energy, and having strong bones and muscles. And what people often don't know is that vitamin D works as a hormone, actually, intervening in hundreds of biological processes in the body. So when you don't have enough vitamin D, a lot of different obstacles can occur. Everything from sleep to metabolism to mood and energy. So you could have those symptoms and not know that it actually stems from just having low vitamin D levels. But Vita does not only help with having enough vitamin D, it contains sea buckthorn oil, which is rich in omega-6, 3, 9, and also omega-7, which many people have not heard of. But apparently omega-7 boosts collagen production and keeps mucous membranes in the body hydrated, and it also supports the female reproductive system, which is quite
Okay, you sold me on vitamin D, Sandra. It's great.
Yeah.
Keep going.
It is. And it tastes good too. It tastes like creamy citrus. Yeah. Okay, but now I simply can't talk about all the Rain products and everything without mentioning the heart of Rain, which is the Seeds for Change organization. Seeds for Change helps people in impoverished countries. They provide food security for thousands of people, ensure access to clean water, and empower individuals with resources like seeds that they need to grow their own food and live independently. They also provide financial support for women to pursue education and and to buy necessary supplies for themselves and their children. And what is so good about this is that every time you buy a product from Rain, a portion of this goes to Seeds for Change. So this makes the business not only meaningful, but also impactful. You're helping both yourselves and other people too. And now you are going to hear from somebody other than me and Bettina telling their stories about the Rain products, because I think we made it pretty clear, Bettina, that we love the products, but now it's time to hear it from someone else. Over to you, Thomas.
There's no sound on the video.
I think you are muted, Thomas.
We'll see if the sound comes back. We love technology sometimes. Social technology. No, technician cannot stop us from sharing. Even if you don't hear Thomas, we know he's telling a very good story. His experience, I think it is with core, but I will not try to retell it. If we cannot make the sound work, we can just see what happens now. If not, then we will just keep going, I think. But I hope to hear them. Okay, will you try again or should I just go? Okay. Now, sorry about that, people. But anyways, what we should have heard are some really good stories, but there are people everywhere around the globe now sharing about how Seed Nutrition is helping them. And you know, that's what I experienced when I started my seed nutrition journey. That's what I call it when I started using this. I was also, and at the same time, I was sharing it with the friends around me as I was testing it and using it myself because I had so much belief in this. So I had to share it. I had to share it to the people that I cared about, that I knew they needed energy, they needed this. And through the first 4 or 5 months when I was using Seed Nutrition, I felt the benefits, of course. Like I said, I came back from years where I had struggled with my health, away from work, back into teaching full time. I felt my body recovering. I felt my body getting stronger, but it wasn't just me. I saw what the others also experienced it on my way. And that took me maybe 5 to 6 months to get back into working full time and everything. But I also noticed what I saw with these other people. And I heard so many amazing stories. And that's what actually convinced me that, hey, I have something very special, very unique here. I have something sustainable. I can do something sustainable with this. I don't have to run the rat race for the rest of my life anymore. I have a solution. Sharing about this. Because that's what network marketing is all about. It's about sharing something you care about, something you believe in with others, with people you want to help, you want to improve their lives, give them something of value. And I did that. I started sharing this. I already did it for 5, 6 months, but then I decided I will go for this because me and my husband, we wanted to have a family, but I couldn't picture myself, with my health previously and start a family and have time for it all and still have time to live. So I wanted more freedom. I wanted more time to be present in my own life and to take care of that baby whenever that came. So I started to work part-time next to my full-time teaching, sharing about this systematically. And I built my business from that year, January that year. Sorry. And fast forward, I built a small team. I had a lot of customers, I had a team, people wanted to do the same as me. I shared and I helped them get going. And when I had my baby in October that year, September, we had a hospital baby, so we had to stay there for 3-4 months. It was critical, but anyways, the foundation was there. And even if I was out of everyday working mode, I could sit there from my hospital, from watching my phone, seeing new people coming in, new customers, new team members, people who I didn't even know the name. I didn't recognize their names anymore because my team had already gotten to a level where they were going by themselves and teaching their people. And there was exploding in my back office. And I was not the one doing it all. I was sitting there and watching teamwork in action. Of course, I participated wherever I could, but I was not the one pulling everything anymore. And that is leverage. That is working as a team. And that is what this opportunity is all about. And then when I came home later, I could see that I hadn't just gotten a few customers anymore. I had a team. I had a sustainable income that was going even without me. And I kept working on it. And the next year there, I realized I don't ever have to go back to teaching because I can stay here full time, or I can work from home, be around my son who would still need some extra, and share about this, see nutrition, improve people's health, have fun, and grow my business on my terms, on the times where I needed to work. And I got my dream. And I was like, I know, I never didn't think it would come to this, but it did. And now I'm sharing this with the world. So what do you need to do if you want to be part of this, sharing about this product that Sandra talked about? It's all about being, almost like a professional friend. Because what does friends do when they find something they love? They share it with their friends. They share it with the families they care about. They share it with people they want to change. They want to help people. Like if you have a new pair of sneakers that's really, really good and you have a friend that's looking for that, you will share that with her because you know she will appreciate it. Or if you have something else, if you have a bakery that people are looking for a good place to take their family out for Saturday bakery lunch, whatever, you tell people about it, share it so others can use it too. And the only difference here is that you actually get some commissions for doing just that. So this is a win-win. That's how it works. And at the same time, you get to be social. You get to do nice things with people that you care about. Remember the lonely part we talked about in the beginning? You get to go out there, get to talk to people and be around people and be a friend and share on the way there. And something else that also happened that I didn't expect is I started sharing through social media, and because it was lockdown in 2020. But after that, you can share it however you want, face to face, social media, talking about health and lifestyle, and all of that. Being a social entrepreneur is caring about others. So that's what we do here. But also, in the last few years, I have been traveling more than ever in my whole life, the last 5 to 6 years. But also, what happened at the same time is I had 2 kids, on the third on the way, and it was lockdown. And still, I have been traveling more than I did previously. And I did love travel earlier. I did travel a lot. But that means in rain, you get the opportunity to travel even more. You have events, national events, you have international events. We have incentive trips, reward trips. Like I've been to Costa Rica, I've been to Dubai because of the effort and the value that I've created with my teams. But also, we were just now in Turkey, Istanbul. We were in Italy last year, and we are having so much fun when we get together. We build energy together and we get inspired and we learn from other people, other cultures. We are trained, we have sightseeing, we have experiences, and we have just so much fun. It was also in Las Vegas back in one of the biggest trips in the beginning where everything opened up. And it just makes you see things differently, to travel and to see people. And at the same time, I bring my work with me. I have everything here. I don't have to take leave. I don't have to let go of some salary to be able to travel. I bring it with me. And if I take a day or two, a week off, it still comes in. And I build from wherever I am. Right, Sandra? Haven't you had any good experiences with this?
Oh my God, yes. Me and Emma were living in Italy actually for 6 months or so, and that was the first time that I got to experience like that you can really work with rain from other countries than the one you're living in. And that was, yeah, we were working from the beach, and just combining those two options, those two things are just, yeah, it's amazing that you can do that. And also when you just travel for a week or two to another country, that you can take rain with you, and you can work if you want to, but you don't need to, but you can you can do it if you want to. And yeah,
It's the freedom,
that's
really. The
inspiring.
freedom to
Yeah,
do,
it is.
to work from wherever you want
Mm.
at the time that you want. So I heard you also worked on the beach. Sounds like a great
Yeah,
lifestyle. But okay, I
it
hear
was.
that the technicians are ready. So we will try see what the people had to share once more. Try again.
Hello everyone, my name is Thomas. I'm 43 years old. I'm from Norway. Before I started with seed-based nutrition, I didn't have any major health issues. But I had very low energy and was often very tired. I had heard about seed-based nutrition and I wanted to try, as I hoped it could change my daily life. And after a short time, I noticed that I had much more energy, especially after work. For several years, I had high cholesterol, and it was far above the reference value when I took the test last fall. The doctor wanted me to start on cholesterol-lowering medication, but I was allowed to test Rain products first from him. After using some of the products in 3 months, all my cholesterol levels were within normal range. And the most wonderful is that the good cholesterol had increased and the bad cholesterol, had decreased. So the doctor said to me that I didn't need to start on medication. Just keep on the seed-based nutrition, he said. So then I realized how good Rain's products are, and it convinced me that these products really work. And I love it. Thank you.
Hello, I am Hilde and I am 46 years old. I have struggled for a long time with symptoms related to hormonal health and imbalance. Pain, cramps and headaches for several days each month. But after I started taking Beet every day, the pain, cramps and headaches have decreased a lot. Beet has been such an incredible help for me, and I'm so grateful for that. I'm really happy to support my body in a more natural way now. So thank you, Beet, and thank you, Rain.
Hello, you guys. My name is Pia Torper. I am a 47-year-old single mom from Oslo, Norway, and I'm a personal trainer and a nutritionist, and I do work with mostly women over 40 who wants to build their bodies strong, lose weight, and maintaining their energy levels high. I've been with Rain for almost 2 years now, and one of my biggest challenges has been keeping my energy level high as well. I do deliver a lot of live workout sessions online every week, and I do a lot of follow-ups with clients. My personal favorite product is Beet. I use it as a pre-workout. Always gives me that good energy flow, stamina, and I tend to push harder when I strength train with Beat. Another product that I really like is the protein shake. This is actually more of a biohacking product because it has that anti-inflammatory effects because of the protein from the Sacha Inchi nut, and it also maintains magnesium and vitamin C. So this is a big favorite of mine to take after a workout to support that strength training and muscle growth. This is actually what I also do recommend to my clients, and that has helped them in their health journey. So big thank you from me, and back to you guys.
Thank you, Pia and Thomas and Hilde. Like I said, these stories, they're just a drop in the ocean of all of the good stories I have seen and heard. So if you want to start joining us and sharing about these products, you will surely see some of this yourself and experience it yourself from your own customers and your own life and your own family. And that is the most rewarding thing of all, to be able to impact people like this and have these people and these stories come alive in front of you. It's something of the most magical things you can imagine. So, well, you can think, okay, what if I, like, just to finish up where we were talking earlier here, Sandra. Rain, you can travel, you know, and work from wherever, because Rain is in 16 time zones, and that's 45 countries. That means if you might have even customers going in United States and in Europe and in Asia. So when you are, if you build a team all of these places and you go to bed, then you wake up next morning, the people in one of the other time zones have been working when you were sleeping. So you wake up to new commissions the next morning, and that is truly magical and truly leverage, and something that I'm really excited to experience more of. Like, I've built my team mostly in Scandinavia, but I'm going to work more international now, and I'm going to take use of all of this. And it's not like you have to work, you don't have to work your butt off, if you can say it like that. You don't have to work full time next to another full-time job. Like, you probably have something already working. So the time that you will need, and the time that I spent my first year laying the foundation, it's 2 hours a day, 2 to 3 hours a day maximum. That's like 10 to 15 hours a week. That's enough for you to build a sustainable foundation and sustainable business, sharing it with others, sharing it with other people, sharing this opportunity with other people, and teaching the ones who want to work with you the same things that you are learning here. And like I said, you choose the people you work with. So the people that come to you, the people you are a professional friend sharing about this with people you want to hang around with anyways. So what if you could just work with them at the same time and help them with their health, wellness, financial life, happiness, joy, travel together? Wouldn't you love to do that? That's what I love doing. And so you share it with them, you help them do the same things that you do, follow a simple system that you will teach them, that you will learn when you join here. And it's all about sharing because you care, right? And then you have, in the beginning, maybe it's just you. Then let's say you spend 2 hours. But then you have 3 people doing it. That's not just 2 hours anymore. Then it's 6 hours every day. That means 15 hours a week in your business, even if you're still working 2 hours every day. And then what if you are a team of 6? 6 times 15, it's 90 hours a week happening in your business. And that's, no one is pushing it too far, but they're doing enough. Everyone is doing enough for themselves and for the team. And that's how you grow. That's how we work smarter, not harder. So you're not supposed to get another full-time job, but to work smart with us here in Rain. Now, there are 9 ways to earn, but every one of them are based on product sales and leveraging the product sales and the volume that you and your team is providing. So I won't go into that, but you can have more information upon request. And now I'll let some other ones tell some stories of their experiences with this business. And the first one out is Randy Gage. Over to you, Randy.
Hello, Rain Nation. Welcome to the global headquarters of the Team 300 Prosperity Group. And I joke, my name's Randy. I joke about this because I actually have Rain teams in Italy and Germany and Slovenia and Bulgaria and Malaysia and Singapore on the other side of the world. And this really is my global headquarters where I've made it my own, right? I've got the art around me. That's an artist from Colombia over this shoulder. That's a French Canadian artist over there. You see behind me, I took some of the iconic LP album covers of my younger days and had them framed. I got Yes and Bowie and Pink Floyd, Fresh Flowers. And of course, this global headquarters is the spare bedroom in my apartment. And you can do that with Rain. You can work from home. You choose the hours you work. You select the people you work with. You build it from home part-time as a social entrepreneur where you can build wealth by doing good. We call our team Team 300 because our goal, our vision is to create 300 new diamond directors with Rain International, because we know if we do that, we will help tens of thousands of people manifest better prosperity in their lives, and will help millions of people manifest better wellness and health in their life through this miracle, this natural miracle of seed source nutrition. So the other part about this is imagine going to bed and knowing that you're earning while you're sleeping. That happens to me every day, right? Because of my teams in Malaysia and Singapore. When I'm going to bed, they're just waking up. And the other thing with Rain, with the Rain compensation plan, there's a couple of global incentive pools. One for the people who reach executive ranks. 1% of company volume goes into that. There's another pool for people like myself who reach diamond director ranks. 1.5% of company volume goes into that pool. And you get shares in those pools. And you participate in the revenue produced by all Rain associates all over the world. So truly, even if you don't personally sponsor people in Italy or Germany or Bulgaria or wherever, you can still have a business the sun never sets on, a business that provides ongoing passive income even while you sleep. And then if you want to go and work with those teams in person, like I do, I love being a worldwide traveler. I have traveled to all of those countries I named that I have teams in. And if you love to travel, it's a wonderful opportunity with Rain. Turkey, I have just heading out to Turkey next week. Literally, we're doing our convention there, and I have a big team there. So if you want a true lifestyle business, being a social entrepreneur, building wealth by doing good, that's what makes Rain so special. My name is Randy, and I'm here to make it rain. Peace.
One day in the summer of 2017, I was sitting in my kitchen like this. Oh my God, what should I do? I had lost all my savings because of stupid things, investment, and now I was sitting there with bills I couldn't pay. So I understand I have to do something. I must have a job. I must do something to earn this money I need. Then the telephone rang. I answered. This was my friend, Anne Berit, called me and asked me, have you heard about Rain? Rain, what's that? She told me. And I was curious. And yeah, why not try it? I started, and that is the smartest thing I've done in my whole life. So now it has passed 7 years. I'm earning more and more for each year, and now I am earning the double of a normal income, a yearly income, and I'm so happy with it. I got a lot of new friends. I can travel all over the world, meeting people, and this is a new life for me. I'm so happy Thank you to the destiny that called me. I am Gerd Ordal, I'm 80 years, and I am Rain.
Hi, we're Ann and David Feinstein from the USA in New Jersey. And I have been a teacher and got into corporate consulting. And David?
I have been a business manager for people in the entertainment industry.
And so David was trading time for money with all of his crazy clients. And, you know, I was working for somebody else and working 60 to 80 hours a week. And so when we found network marketing and leverage, it was like the superpower that allowed us to take our talents, work together, build an incredible team in now over 6 or 7 countries already with Rain. And we're excited to be here. And we are.
My name is Yasmin Ibrahimovic. I worked in customer service and management most of my life, had a boss and worked for someone else. While doing okay, I always felt like there was more to life than 9 to 5 and overtime. I realized that job was the first thing I put on my calendar and everything else came second. Not that it was more important, but those were the rules. You organized your life around your work. A few years ago, I decided to move from a corporate role and started my Rain business. My hope was to be able to get more control of my time and consequently my life. And it was a challenge at first because I was bringing my old habits with me. Instead of being a leader, I started to be a customer service agent to my team. And it was okay for a while, but the more people joined, I realized that it was again becoming a full-time job. Then I discovered a system. And I realized that a system will not help only me, but others to create their own freedom. I simply knew we were going to make it, and that changed everything. I knew that if we use the system for a few hours a day for 30 days, we're going to reap major benefits in the next 60 days. And that happened every time. First time we did it, we skipped from executive to elite rank. Second time we did it, we skipped from elite to diamond rank. And with every rank, we experienced more financial and time freedom. Now, the only boss I have is my goals and my calendar. Now I decide what my priorities are and make my commitments accordingly. Now I can build my business with my wife, and the freedom we experience is beyond anything we thought possible. We changed the rule for us because now we organize our work around our lives. In a nutshell, we're no longer strapped into a 9-to-5 cubicle. Just in the last couple of years, we traveled to Venice, Italy for a week convention with our team. We went to Lisboa, Portugal, visited the US 3 times, Miami, Orlando, Utah, and Nevada. And we can't wait for the next convention because we know it's going to raise our business to the next level. I love this leverage lifestyle. My name is Yasmin, and I am Rain.
Wow. Yes, I love this lifestyle too. Thank you, Yasmin, and everyone sharing your stories. And well, what more is there to say? I mean, this is a lifestyle I will not finish from too quickly. Let me just share a little bit with you, because you can think, okay, they can do it, but how am I going to do it? This picture right here shows you, it symbolizes the support that you have in Rain, the support you need to succeed. Because actually Rain is kind of, it's not like a normal business where you do it all. You have to figure everything out and do it all from scratch. Rain is here for you. They have figured it out for you, the business part, the product development, the shipping, the import, logistics, all of that hassle, all the paperwork, all the tax papers, to make it right and legal and efficient in every country. They make it for you. They pay your commissions. They even ship the products out for you, to your customers for you. I mean, so they do it for you so that you can focus on what's fun, you know, sharing, being a good person, teaching, training your own people. And this is just, this is me on stage with corporate, and that's actually how it is in the field as well. They are there for you. They are there to help you succeed in your business. And also leaders everywhere around the world in Rain today, we are committed. We have our interest in helping you succeed, because when you succeed, Rain succeeds. And when Rain succeeds, we succeed. So I help Sandra. She's in my team. I want her to succeed because then I succeed even, and we help each other out. And this is how we support each other. And the corporate, what we call it, Rain is called. We call them corporate. They are also, their highest interest is to see us succeed. So it's like you're not doing it alone. You have support. You have leaders who support you and guide you. Those who've gone the way before you. And then you have the system. You know, Yasmin talked about the system. They decided to follow a system. And what is that? Some of it is that we have, of course, you have products, product brochures like Vitality, beautiful. You don't have to know all of the things that Sandra told you today. But just to get started, you have this product catalog coming out in all languages. And also, so that you can share with customers and future customers, but also this, what you call it, a new associate orientation. When you join the business, this is what you get in your first pack together with your products. And they take you through the first 2 weeks of the business. What to do, where to start, how to get going, and how to set up a strategy session with your mentor. The person who invited you here will be your mentor. And beyond, and also there's trainings, weekly trainings, leadership academies, also presentations like these you can always invite your prospects to, and trial pack systems and whatever you need to succeed in your business. So the system is there and you don't have to figure it out all on your own. That follow the system, but the person who invited you here will be your contact person. So how do you get started? Well, maybe you're sitting here right now and you're just amazed about the products, thinking about which one to start with. Then start as a customer and start using the products. If that's what speaks to you most, get them in your body. Drink them up, fill it up, all of them if you want to. And you'll feel the difference. Some of them right away, you feel it right away and you will feel better. And when you feel better, you have more to give. And maybe then you see that, hey, I want to do this business as well. Some people goes like that. Some people are ready right away. I feel it, you know, if you feel it in your gut, this is something I want to be a part of. I want to be part of this community. This whole crew that you've seen tonight, we're part of one community, one global community and the national community. And you will be part of a team that will take care of you and help you get started and help you reach the profitable level in your business, so that you can actually get more freedom, more time also for the things that matters to you. And it's actually quite easy to get started. Let me just share with you 2 seconds here. If you wanted to get started being an associate, a distributor with us here in Rain, there's 3 packs to choose from. And if you want to go all in, build and what Randy talked about here, the international leverage, full-time, full-scale business, build a legacy, you should go for the leadership pack here. You see there, you get a lot of products, actually all the products, I think, for a very, very good price. You have everything you need to get to boost your business. Start with your grand openings and everything that will help you, of course, to get started with. And you have enough to share, enough to get started. And then you have the builders pack. That's if you want a business, if you want an income, a business, a side gig. You still have a variety of products, you have a variety of tools, and all the packs have tools, you see that? And then you have the retailer pack. That means, well, if you actually kind of just want to use the product yourself and maybe share it a little bit with friends and family around you, that's maybe then retailer pack will be good for you. Anyways, either way, which one you choose, you have all the opportunities right here with us. And the time is actually now. You might think, oh, I'll have to wait for the right time. Sometimes when the right thing is right in front of you and you feel it, there's something really exciting, you can still think, oh, but I don't feel ready. Or I'll just wait until whatever happens and then the time is right. The secret is there is never a right time. Rain is, yeah, it's placed in 45 countries. Rain is in growth, having a great growth curve right now, getting off. The market has been tough the last year for everyone worldwide. The world is different than it was a few years ago. But Rain is one of the companies that is coming out stronger. And in a year, who knows where we will be. So you will be happy if you're thinking about it, that you joined today and they didn't wait a year or 6 months, because then you will have taken part of that growth, part of that change, and be part of this movement around the world, spreading the seed nutrition, the joy, the friendship, the energy, whatever you felt today, you can be part of that, and you can join us around the world to spread it to the people and make the world a little bit better, one person by person by person by person. That's how we do it. So thank you so much for watching here today. Thank you for participating. And I really hope that I will see you on the other side. If you any questions, talk to the person who invited you here today. Get clarity and decide if this is right for you. And then I hope to see you on the other side. My name is Bettina Christensen. Thank you for watching, and I'm Rain.